about it?
Now, before I go that far, I think the lawyers have not done us any favor at all. First and foremost, they're here fighting over papers for one of their members to practice in Uganda. We had the East African used to have one group, and a lawyer trained in Dar es Salaam could practice in the whole of East Africa. They went and started their unions, and they started breaking this. Uganda started protecting their part, Kenya is protecting their part, Tanzania is protecting their part. They should be one. The East African Law Society. It should not even be Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. It should be one. And they should practice in the whole of East Africa. That's number one. Number two, lawyers want to be politicians. They should choose. Either they are politicians or they are lawyers. This law society, this union of theirs, because they want a job everywhere, they want to be this, they want to be that, they want... No. We know it's a union. You give it a beautiful name, law society. How can a man be a mayor and go and practice law? First of all, the law society should tell us this. All other people who are in political jobs cannot practice their work, except the lawyers. Lawyers are, a mayor is using the address of city council to run as chambers. And the law society has kept quiet. I'm sorry, the lawyers must choose between politics and law. Lawyers, when you are making laws, they want every chairperson in this country to be a lawyer or equivalent to a judge. No. You must respect others also. I'm unhappy that somebody who is a mayor is practicing as a lawyer in a court of law. When others are not allowed, engineers are not allowed, doctors are not allowed, everybody is not allowed except the lawyers. How can you have your cake and eat it? This is wrong. And it is in the Constitution, by the way. You keep on quoting Constitution, but when you are in politics, you are not supposed to be in parliament and at the same time you go and get money from another source. It's wrong. Oh, they are going to tell you, oh, but that's pro bono. Pro bono, No, don't deceive us. Choose. I completely say that lawyers who are in politics should stay in politics, and lawyers who are in chambers, they can go and do their work. You can't earn two salaries at the same time. That's another point I want to say. Secondly, let's admit this is not the only country in the world with a court, with a military court. Every nation has a military court. And it started in Britain, and its history is known.
For who?
No,
for civilians?
No. Wait, I'm coming there. I'll come to that one. Let's talk about military court. One thing at a time. That's a problem. You confuse these issues. The lawyers like to play that game. I'm not going to play that game. Every military in the world has got a military court. Then it is established by law. It is there. And in some countries, everybody in that thing is a lawyer. Army officers who are lawyers. Even the prosecutors are lawyers. Now, if we want to, we can argue and say that our military court, everybody who in it should actually have gone to a law school. I can argue that one. I have no problem with that. After we have said that, in the world today, methods of criminal activities have changed. Terrorism and bad people, including, by the way, the government which is in power now. It came in power by using guns, so they know the name of the game. So they say anybody with a gun is no longer a civilian to them. Now that is their policy. That's what they say. We start from there.
And
just, I'm coming.
Yes,
to that.
Captain. And I'm glad you went there. Jamil
I'm gonna come back.
No, Jamil, you've said weapons, anyone who handles a weapon.
I'll come to that. You are using that. Let's finish this argument, then I'll come to Jamil Mukulu and all the others. And I'll also come to the court, the Uganda court, which has got a branch. Within that court on armed, people who are armed and all that. What is it called?
National Crimes Division.
It is there. I know about all that. Let me finish one thing at a time. The policy of your own government says that anybody who is armed, as far as they are concerned, should go to a military court. That is their policy. Second policy, they have a relationship with Kenya on armed groups. It is in the treaty. And they have got ways and what the intelligence works in the whole of East Africa. So that's another area we must also look at. Now let me go to I'm coming to your
Captain,
point.
because I want us to stay, because you're talking about an MOU that no one has ever seen.
Do you have the East African Treaty?
No. There is an MOU that has been referred to in that court numerous times, and no one has seen it.
May I read that treaty for you? Because it is there, it's written. They cooperate in security. They do. They do. You cannot argue against that. The intelligence of these countries work together. And people have been got from here and taken to Kenya. They've been got from Kenya to Tanzania and vice versa. Now, let me also go to the very high. You know, you people like America. You know, is everything in America is pure. What is Guantanamo Bay? What is it? What's Guantanamo Bay? What do they do there? You know why? Because they are smarter than us. Instead of bringing them in the country, they get some island and they create a court and take people there to do the same job. Guantanamo Bay. They pick them up from every country. Pick them from Iraq, pick them from wherever, take them to Guantanamo Bay. The reason I'm saying this is not to justify the argument you are trying to bring. And now I go to Mukuru. Mukuru was already in prison in Tanzania and in civilian courts already. He had to be brought back through the civilian courts. And when he came here, they could not take him to a military court because he had come through the civilian system. So that argument is there too. All I am trying to say is this. Your own president goes on media and says, we did this because of 1, 2, 3, 4. He gave his reasons. You don't agree with them, fine. But now you will argue. Does not make you not go there. And by the way, I agree with the lawyers who say, no, civilian people should not be tried in a military court. But to do that one, we need to do it nicely, with a little bit of class. Not to go there and use other methods by insulting the people in that court. Put it down as your argument. I have no problem with it, and I agree with it. By the way, I have a reason why I agree with it. But at the same time, don't add too many things on it. That's as all of us Ugandans say, we don't want civilian to be taken to a military court. And we give our reasons.
Okay. Thank you.
And be honest about it. What I don't agree with is to use it for you to get political capital out of it.